guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Boy, it's been good to be back. Unfortunately, I was a little under the weather for a few days, getting over it now, but time to make another video. Today we're going to talk about Baselworld, Seiko, and why it might be the end of an era. But of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing the Girard-Perregaux Laureato Evo 3, one of my best pickups for 2019, and probably one of the watches that gets the most wrist time. I really love this piece. Also, guys, don't forget to check out delraywatch.com. Bunch of new watches in stock. Tudor Black Bay, Tudor Black Bay GMT, Tudor Pelagos left-hand drive, basically all the popular Tudors, apart from the 58. An Audemars Piguet Edward Piguet for well under $9,000, box and papers. An Omega Speedmaster Sapphire Sandwich with the rare brown dial, amongst a lot of others. Only at delraywatch.com, link in the description below. So yeah, guys, today is a little bit of a breaking news video. Well, I'm not breaking it. I read it online, but I figured I'd make a video about it. Seiko and their brands, Grand Seiko, Presage, all those guys, are no longer exhibiting this year at Baselworld 2020. Well, guys, if you remember, I made a video about Baselworld last year when the whole Swatch group decided to pull out. I'll link it right up top. And I explained how Baselworld is just an awful idea all around. It's open to the public, but the public doesn't get treated particularly well because the brands only care about the authorized dealer reps that are there to buy stock. The brands have to pay a ton of money for a booth to participate, not to mention they have to fly all their authorized dealers from around the world, usually in business class, so that's millions of dollars. And the only person that actually makes out like a bandit is the convention center that hosts it. It's a waste of money for the brands, in my opinion. The public doesn't get the experience they particularly want, and the authorized dealers have to waste their time to go all the way to Switzerland when in the time, it's almost 2020, guys. I mean, there's internet. There's local trade shows, catalogs. There's no reason to go to Baselworld to show off your new product. Anyway, I rant a lot more in depth. I highly recommend you watch that video so you can understand the implications of today's news. Well, another brand decides to dump Baselworld. A big one as well, Seiko. Yes, Seiko, not the most high-end brand on earth, but we forget they're one of the biggest watch brands out there. And their high-end arm, Grand Seiko, obviously part of Seiko, not joining them as well. So now we've got no Swatch Group, no Seiko and Grand Seiko. A lot of brands have dropped out as well, a lot of other brands. Baselworld is doing damage control, saying they have the most exhibitors they've ever had, but they're filling the spaces with accessory manufacturers and small brands that want the prestige of Baselworld that honestly no one's ever heard of. And we're just coming to the end of an era. There's better ways for brands to spend marketing dollars. Now, Seiko is saying it's the timing of the show that doesn't work this year, but I'd be surprised if they're back for 2021. As I said, there's better ways to spend marketing dollars than on overpriced convention center booths and flying your AD networks to force them to buy stock. All this can be done for a fraction of the cost, and money has better use. And actually, a lot of my fans, viewers in my last video mentioned that the same thing's happening in their industry. That conventions are just no longer really a thing. Well, you know what? I couldn't be happier. Baselworld, even though I've only attended once, I've attended SIHH, was never fun for me. When I worked for Piaget, I spent all day in a little room screaming and forcing people to buy more watches. And then when I attended as a retailer, I spent it in a little room being screamed at to buy more watches. Yeah, there's a few cool parties at night, but you're so exhausted at the end of it. It just wasn't a good experience. And a lot of consumers that are not in the industry also mention that their experience isn't great because, honestly, they're not seen as important almost. I mean, people are focusing on sales and focusing from the ADs visiting, and the people that buy public tickets almost get treated like second-class citizens, which is a shame, and it should never happen in the luxury industry. But anyway, Seiko no longer attending Baselworld 2020. When are they finally going to pull the plug on this thing? I don't know, but it's about time. Anyway, guys, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really does help, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.